Hi everyone, I hope that you're doing fantastic and have enjoyed your day. Thanks for joining for another reading. If you're returning, welcome back. And those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. It's a very intense channel. I don't hold back. And I'm not churchy or religious. I'm for the truth. Some people can handle that. Some people don't give a rip. I don't know why some people are still on this channel. If you got your opinions, why do you watch it? Anyway, I just felt like saying that to a couple of people. It's funny how people have free will, and if something is bothering somebody, and they got an opinion about something, but they keep watching, but then they got an opinion about it. Why are you here? Is what I want to know. What if something bothers me and I don't like something and I got free will? I'd just be like, yeah, I'll just go over here. But you got people literally just hanging around just for what reason? It's crazy to me. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I can't click you off, so I guess I just tick you off. Well, then I guess I'll just tick you off. You stick around, I'll tick you off. I don't have to explain myself. And I'm sure you say that as well. So, what's the freaking problem? There's lots of problems, isn't there, people? I never had to stand up for myself ever in any kind of confrontation ever in my life, except for the last 3 years when something just exploded out of nowhere. And when you've been put through stupidness by kooks and then you get up and fight, then people got an opinion about that. But they've never walked in your shoes, but they got an opinion about it. And until all hell breaks loose, when you've never had to get up and fight the way that I've had to get up and fight, and I feel like people don't have a freaking right to say crap. If somebody gave me a comment talking about years about something, and I don't even know this person. I don't even know this person. But apparently somebody thinks that they can dictate something to me, not even having a clue what they're even talking about. Okay. I just will not talk to kooks. I just won't. There's been a horrible injustice done, and people know about it. And only the kooks that say cuckoo things, they're either connected to the kooks that did it and just trying to start a ruckus because they're caught up in the kookishness, or you really are a kook and you're just a freak and you don't know what you're talking about and you're just off the wall, just like to point the finger, or you just make a statement, and when something is told to you back from your statement, you're going to look at it and go, I apologize, you're right, I don't know you, I really haven't walked in your shoes. I mean, there can only be a couple different scenarios from people who put comments about things, and especially when somebody knows what they're talking about, and saying, if somebody can prove that wrong, prove it to me, and nobody can. All they can do is just cause a little ruckus up here because they know that there's guiltiness. So don't be getting on my stuff and commenting, because I will shove something right down your throat. And like I said, I've never had to talk to anybody ever like that in my entire life. Because at my core, I'm not that type of a person. But when everything has been stripped from you because somebody did a murder or stole something, stole your work, called it their own, and then had to start a ruckus around you, and then try to make other people look at you a certain way, and you get up and say something about that. Don't you dare get on my channel and think you know what you're talking about and get pissed off at me, because I'm going to get up and get back in your face and speak the truth, because I don't have anybody to get up with me, so I got to do it by myself. Jehovah is with me. The God of my salvation is with me, and he teaches my hands to war. And somebody said, well, you know, whatever the person said about letting people steal from you and stuff like that. That's the most cuckooest thing I ever heard in my entire existence. Why would anybody want somebody to just go ahead? They've already taken everything. They've taken lives. They've taken money. They've taken projects. How far does a person have to go with that until you say enough is enough? You mean I'm just supposed to be a doormat? You know, you just mean to say, okay, oh yeah, go ahead, do whatever you want. And it's okay for the person who's taken something to take something. That's the most cuckooest thing I ever heard in my entire existence. What the hell is wrong with people? Well, hell itself is what's wrong with people. Get off my channel, people, if you don't like it. I don't have nothing else to do, so I just allow the Great One to use me to speak what he wants to. Okay? He's the only one that's ever been true towards me. The Three of Swords is here. Yeah, well, okay. The Three of Swords is here. I refuse to cry over people. I just won't do it anymore. I'm tired of talking to freaks and kooks and a half that know the deception of what's happened. A victory. Third parties. Oh, the Tasmanian freaking devil. The cutting implement that's affected a scope of an area. The harvest energy, right? The T and the Z is here. Oh, the zit, the kid, right? The third parties, the husband, the mother, the emotions, the hunting and chasing, the law. It's all here. It's all here. Yeah, it's here. The truth is here about the freaking lie and the third party and stupidness. Show me the Three of Swords. Justice and the payout. We already know about the freaking payout. We already know about it. Show me the Moon. The consequence with the mother, with the children, with the deception, the cuckoo-ness, the oh my God, what do I freaking do because I'm a nutcase and a freaking half, and I'm confused and I'm psychedelic with my behaviors and you just can't appease me. And that's why this stuff keeps going on, because nobody will face the truth about legal matters because they got something to freaking hide, because it's the deception from what, your partner? Or some people it was your partner that made a false report on purpose, because the law's right here. There was a consequence to that. Or maybe not. I guess if you work in the law and you're biased and I got some connection, would you get you out? And would you make somebody else look crazy or act crazy, and we just won't do anything, and we'll do it because we the law? Well, you're stupid law is what you are, because I have not seen anything upright about it at all. And you're supposed to be put there to serve the people by way of what the divine has put you there for. Okay? The stupid lion needs to go down, because it's a lie. There's a lie that's been on, and it's caused a confusion and a ruckus in a lot of people's lives. I'm not the only one that's gone through the stupidness. This word here is about perception and seeing right through the darkness. That's right. That's right. That's right. And then we have the Hierophant here, marriages and things like that. This also go back to death and children as well with the Strength card in the Hebrew. And so we do know it's here. And there's been walls that have been built because of the pictograph of the wall. And it's also a ladder. Okay. And we already know about the walls and the chutes and the ladders and the children and the death and the deception and all of that. And the choices that were made and the consequences and the heartbreak and the unity with the is it the garment of the high priest? Is that right? And the morals and the ethics, or is it the secret societies? Yes, there's secret societies there. We all know that my channel's only speaking to a group of kooks in secret societies and the FBI and the police in a stupid investigation that's trying to cover up their freakish life. We know it. Right? Yes. We have a broadcaster. Well, let me broadcast something. We got kooks here. We got freakish kooks here that are like, what did you do? Because you did some contractual thing and paid off somebody to do a heartbreak. And there was a consequence around that. There was a consequence around your deception. You Tasmanian devil. The T and the H is here. We got a T and an H and a T and an H and a Z is here. And something being pointed out. Somebody's breath is here. And a hospital is here. And a marriage is here. And teachers and spirituality is here. And the rights to sacrifice is here. I guess children, right? Because if you go look up the meaning of the Hierophant in the original Rider-Waite, it talks about the rights to sacrifice. But you don't have a right to cut little children asunder. You just don't have a right to do that. Let the Great One come down and judge you for that. And if you don't like my judgment within that, take it up with the Great Divine. Freaks, don't get mad at me. I'm telling the truth. Everything stolen is going to be returned to people who got stolen from, because there was a consequence with that. There will be somebody who's going to be receiving grace. I receive grace, and so should you, all you upright people of truth. So should you. You and I don't have to put up with, I don't care who sits where and what their little position is. We don't have to put up with that. We don't have to sit back and go, yeah, go ahead and rob from me. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and rob from me. That's the most craziest thing I ever freaking heard of in my life. That's crazy. Let's see if that's okay for you to get robbed from. Let's see what you would do. Jehovah, go ahead and test this person and send somebody in to rob from that person that said that crazy thing to me. And let's see how they're going to behave after that on their YouTube channel. Upright, righteous, and very humble energy. And that is also what the moon is in the upright. Somebody said, please give me another chance. Well, if people want another chance, people, and they really are being genuine, we really should forgive. But people that don't want to tell the truth and lie and cause a confusion, and people can see right through the darkness, you better get away, because I'm going to stick my finger up in your face every single time for the truth's sake. That should be upright, righteous, and humble within that. Don't you think so? Oh, I don't know. I'm talking to some law enforcement that's trying to cover something because their partner did some stupid. Oh, it makes the department look bad, right? Well, then you look bad all the way around. Okay? Because your little covering up the department does nothing but make you look worse. It makes you honorable when you stand up and go, you shouldn't have done that, and I have to uphold my part, and you made a wrong report. You're going to jail because we're not biased here. But there's something biased here. Somebody who smokes is involved in something, in a battle and a warring energy, and Jehovah is fighting for the upright because he teaches our hands how to fight. What do you say about those scriptures? You know, it's funny because we get people on my channel that love to shoot out scriptures. But when you shoot out scriptures, when it comes time for warring, because you've been put into that, well, then people say, well, you should turn the other cheek, or, well, you should just love, or, you should just wait till God does something. But we got scripture stating that God teaches our hands how to war, and that there is a time for war. If you really believed in that, then you people then would say, we don't need an army. We don't need military. We don't need any of that. If that's how you really felt. Have you ever just sat back and taken a look at some things that possibly have even been said out of your freaking mouth? Don't sit there and say, oh, we shouldn't war, but yet we got war going on with countries and nations. Aren't you a hypocrite then? Oh, well, that's different. Is it now? Is it? Huh? You must look in the mirror and also answer that question. Because until people really want to get real and sit down and say, okay, this is what happened, and face up to some stuff that they absolutely know that they've done, you're a freaking hypocrite. You're murderers and you're liars and you're thieves and you're on the devil's side. On a subway. Well, and a bike. Well, this goes back to the Emperor. That'd go back to, as we know, over and over, that card comes out when the Emperor comes out, right? Something at a bar and your cousin is involved. That also came out today. And Jehovah's going to make bare his arm so that your enemy will see your salvation from Jehovah. And thank you, Jehovah, because you are fighting this battle. There were consequences. If people say, well, put on love, why do we have court matters then? Huh? Because I guarantee that person that said, well, you should just let them rob from you, or whatever the crap the person said. Then when that happens to you, by God, you are not allowed to go to the police. You are not allowed to go to court over somebody. You're just not allowed to. Just given what you stated towards me. You're just not allowed to. The Manaz is here. And this is a for sure legal victory from something that's been suffered really hard. The MD is here, and somebody does need a doctor. And people need to sit back and really pay attention to what's being said, what's been done, and really making a right decision. But I don't know if that's possible. I really don't know, because a lot of people have the mark of the beast upon them at this point. We're in prophecy right now. There's only very few people out there that really have their brain on straight. Some people have left. But Jehovah's going to get up and fight and make his arm bare for his people. What side are you on, people? What are you willing to do for uprightness? Huh? Are you really willing to sit there and point the finger and start ruckus all the freaking time? Are you going to get in there, pull your sleeves back and go, what can I do to help you because I know you're suffering? What can I do because I know this little society over here has done something and we know about it and we're going to help and we're going to clean up our earth? Until that happens, everybody's still warring and you ain't turned the other cheek because you're warring.